Okay, so we've taken this all apart and we've found the culprit, the problem for why this engine suddenly stopped and just refused to go into gear. I just about got it home, got my little assistant here to show you. So what's that called?
Shifter lever.
The shifter lever.
Shifter lever.
That's right. And here's the parts, look, that have come off. And if you show closely, it's totally snapped off, hasn't it? Here, look. You can see that's totally sheared off. And here's the bits that where it's supposed to be. And in the parts catalogue, that is number 10 or 320, 120, the shifter lever. So that's basically that bit there. And luckily all the rest of it was in fairly good condition. So one of the telltale signs of this was the fact that this was still attached actually when I pulled out the shifting rod here, this one here. So you can see it basically, normally what I was expecting, since I did this 2 years ago, I did a clutch dog on this 2 years ago, I was kind of fiddling with this, trying to basically manually just put it into reverse or forward gear, and it just literally lifted up and just came straight out, like just started moving up freely. So it kind of told me that, and then eventually this just came out. So obviously that's why, because this thing's snapped. So gonna get a new one of those. The gears were in okay condition, considering. This is the reverse one, which wasn't too bad. I am slightly tempted to get a new set of gears for this. Don't know where I put the other one, but somewhere here it is. So, I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but you can see there is a little bit of wear on that forward gear there. You can see there as well, a little bit of wear, and see there. It's not awful, but it's wear. And here's the clutch dog, that's the reverse side. Not too bad on the reverse side, but there's a little bit of wear. Turn it this way. You can see here a little bit of wear there. A little bit there as well. And there as well. So I'm not personally convinced that's enough wear to warrant it stop working. I do have the old clutch dog, which I basically replaced 2 years ago. Originally, the start of all my woes when I took this thing apart because it wasn't going into reverse, and this is the original, well, the old clutch dog from 2 years ago anyway. Don't think it's the original, but, and that was the wear on that one. So that was enough wear in reverse to basically stop it going into reverse. So that does make me a bit paranoid to think maybe I should actually, for $350, I can get a new set of gears. I know there is some, technique of sanding these down and stuff. I think that's a bit scary, and I think I'd rather just fork out the cash to get a new set. I found one online for basically the reverse, the forward, the reverse, the clutch dog, and the pinion gear, which is somewhere around here, which was in relatively good condition, I think. And you got the full set with the clutch dog for $350, so I'm kind of tempted to go with that, but that kind of solves the mystery. What I don't really know is how this happened. I'm told they just do that sometimes after so many years of use. Someone who knew what they were talking about told me that it wasn't related to going full throttle. I was going full throttle quite hard for about 10-15 minutes, and I was starting to hear this like clunk. Even the days before, it was more sporadic, and it was just every now and again I'd hear this clunk where it seemed to kind of slip out of gear, and then suddenly a couple of days later it just went clunk and it just died basically, and then it was like almost impossible. I think that's when it virtually snapped. So maybe it was on its way out or something, but yeah, that's that anyway. So I would quite like to figure out what causes these things to go actually, but I'm going to replace it anyway, and hopefully then it'll be all gravy. All good, Frey, isn't it?